Hi, welcome to Glen Meditation. Recently I was watching Jordan Peterson talk on Joe Rogan, and he mentioned that he's just eating beef, salt, and fat, and that a lot of conditions have fixed up for him. So I started to do some research into what's called the carnivore diet, and it's not what I expected. I thought it sounded crazy, but there's a lot of people getting better on this diet, and today in this video I was going to discuss some of the reasons why they're possibly getting better. First idea I was thinking is possibly some of us don't get enough cholesterol on our plant-based diets or just in the diets that we eat, and for someone like me who just developed a neurological condition when I started detoxing heavily on plant-based smoothies and stuff like that, could be possibly one of the reasons why I got sick. And I know there's a lot of other factors that go into it. You could talk for hours and all this stuff, but possibly people that are getting more cholesterol from this diet, and it's helping them neurologically in their brain and stuff like that. Another reason I was thinking, number two, is that toxins could be so relevant in our diet nowadays that when you start limiting down to grass-fed beef and water and salt for a while, then your body could just be detoxing all these toxins, not getting the glyphosates from breads and plants and berries and all the kind of possible sources of toxins. Another source is, if you read Dr. Gundry's The Plant Paradox, they talk about a thing called lectins, which are substances the plants possibly produce to get us not to eat them, and they are being thought of causing a lot of autoimmune diseases and stuff like that. So possibly our gut bacteria is affected in a way that reducing fiber and plant influences and just going to meat for a while, for some people, not for everybody, has a healing effect on the gut. Another reason could be genetics. Possibly a lot of us who have genetics from colder climates where we possibly could have been more eating meat and stuff, took on these plant-based diets and vegetarianism from influences from India and China and those type of spiritual kind of movements. Basically, if you look, the Hare Krishnas kind of introduced vegetarianism into the West, and maybe for the short term it's better for being receptive and meditative, but maybe it's worse in the long term for our health if we're not from those cultures and our genetics are wired that way. Well, another reason could just be straight vitamins. Maybe people who are going on to these carnivore diets are starting to get more B12 and iron and things like that, and other vitamins that are associated with eating red meat. Maybe the body's just becoming less confused because we eat these kind of wide variety diets, a lot of us nowadays, and that can be confusing to our system. And like for a lot of people, have like autoimmunity, where the body just starts reacting to everything. And in Jordan Peterson's case, this is what seemed to be happening. You can also watch videos about his daughter Michaela, and if you go on Joe Rogan and watch the Jordan Peterson talking about his diet, it's pretty interesting. And then there's I think it's Sean or something Baker was also on Joe Rogan talking about this, and if you do a little bit of research around and stuff, you'll possibly start to see that it's not cut and dry as what diets work for different people, and you'll be probably amazed if you see all the testimonials on the carnivore diet, which has sparked my interest in it and is why I'm making these videos. Anyhow, take care, have a good day, cheers.